What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title called Tattered Banners, which from how they described it to me, this is a game that's very much trying to be like War Tales or something like Mount & Blade Warband, where you're running a small mercenary outfit that does jobs all over the countryside in order to earn cash so that you can move along and do it one more time. The difference being is it seems like they're trying to put a lot more tactical depth into this game. This is one of those situations where I have actually put a lot of hours into War Tales, and War Tales starts out a very tactical game, but by the time you get to like the end of it, it doesn't really matter. You're so overpowered at that point that no tactics are required for a lot of the stuff that you're doing, and you just steamroll everything. And so I am interested in hearing the game described as War Tales, but with a lot more tactical consideration. That's good. That makes me happy. Today, they gave me access to the playtest. They fired over a little code, I guess, that allows me to get into the pre-release version of the game. We're going to play it for about 30 minutes or so. We're going to see if it's something that strikes our fancy. I'll do my best to point out things I do and don't like along the way so that you can decide whether or not it deserves a coveted spot on your Steam wish list. One thing to keep in mind is that this game is still in development right now on the Steam page. They have it tagged as having AI assets inside of it, but those are all placeholders because the art team is not done creating all the custom art, and that's going to be the last thing to go in before release. And so as of right now, you are going to see some AI portraits and stuff like that. Just be on notice that that is not a permanent thing. It's just there for visualization so that the artists know color palettes and like where they need to put things as they work on the finalized art. But the link is down below in case you wanted to check the game out. On top of that, you can also take a look down there, find a bunch of other Nerd Castle stuff just in case you wanted to give it the old sexy flexy click. But let's go ahead and check the game out. Hopefully this goes well. So here we are, we've got to raise our banner. All right, so assemble our banner in Kragen's Hold. We got to get some wolf pelts, we got to get some wood, and we got to get some money. And then they want us to take out some contract work in the tavern. What are we looking at right now when it comes to our warriors? So it looks like we've got Ellie the Frivolous. She's going to be an archer. It looks like we've got Stuart Dustwaker. He's just a guy with a t-shirt and a pitchfork. Okay, and then we've got Matilda the Festive. I don't know what's so festive about her, but she does have a festively large club to bash guys over the head with and turn their brains into confetti. All right, well, let's walk on down the road. Honestly, the opening sequence to this is indeed very, very similar to War Tales. We've got wolflings over here. We will go to battle with zero regrets. All right, so it's making initiative rolls right now, and it looks like we've got an initiative track along the top of the screen. Let's kind of pan and scan around here. It looks like I can rotate with the middle mouse button, and with these wolves, there's 3 of them on that side. I was going to say, the graphics are looking a little bit rough and chuggy right now, but I'm guessing the graphical options haven't been implemented yet either. So I can only play the guy that's early on in the initiative track. He's got a pitchfork attack, and he's also got puncture. All right. Looks like we've got movement points, and then we've also got action points. That goes out too. Okay, so if I move to right here, am I going to be able to pitchfork him? Yeah, pitchfork that fool. Let him have it. But it looks like we only really get 1 attack right there, which is kind of a bummer. I probably should have done immobilizing stance before I went and did that because it would pin him in place and it would make our lives a little bit easier so that we don't get outmaneuvered. But hey, let's let the enemy run up on us. So wolf number 1, most enemy attacks are delayed actions. They take time to execute. Okay, so we're doing like the Grandia thing right now, where you pick out an attack and then it's going to slide your character backwards on the timeline. The attack will go off when we get there, but it can be interrupted prior. Fine by me. We got another wolf rocking up on this guy. Something tells me he's about to get his booty ate by a bunch of just woodland dogs, but let's move up on this side and see if we can maybe help him out somehow. So she's got a couple different attacks. Not a big fan of the icons that are down here right here, but I'm guessing that these are placeholders as well. Like I said, they said that art is like the final polish pass before they go into a release version at the end of this year, and so that would make sense. We've got an exposing strike. It applies vulnerable. We've got clobber. It will delay them by 50 time units and also disables attacks of opportunity. I would be inclined to clobbernate. So let's clobbernate. It looks like that did indeed push him back in the timeline track right there, which should buy me a little bit more time to maybe bail him out of this tricky situation. But with my archer over here, can I fire through friendlies? First question. It looks like I can. I don't see any indication that this person is acting as cover for the wolf right there, so I'm going to give it a go. Perfect. I was hoping that she would have the Robin Hood, William Tell skills to actually thread the needle on that shot. Use the rest of your movement. Wow, dude, she's got a lot of movement. She's got some wheels on her. I'm going to rotate this around right here because the trees are kind of in the way, and they don't have any kind of like transparency or dithering implemented just yet. So it may be, oh, the environments are destructible too. Okay, so you can actually break things on the battlefield to create further thoroughfares. Like that. I definitely enjoy destructible environments. My man got bitted, but we did manage to actually spread these dudes out a little bit. If you can move over to there, let's go immobilizing strike with a pitchfork attack. Yeah, put that on yourself and then immobilize that one so that it can't move. That one's now rooted, so you're pretty much safe. He shouldn't be able to take a turn or do a whole lot of anything. Unfortunately, she's taken an ass ton of damage. We're going to need to focus up here. Move over on this side, and actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's go with an exposing strike on this guy. That way he takes bonus damage. His stamina goes down to 0. They're out of breath. Delayed actions are canceled. Next turn is delayed, and they became very vulnerable. Oh, I would have liked to have known about that before we got ourselves into this situation. But okay, now I know, and knowing is half the battle. We've got a weakening shot right there. We've got a delaying volley, or we can just get him with the normal default attack. Let's maybe go with a weakening strike on that one. That way he's dealing less damage because my guys are pretty chewed on right now. They've definitely got a Kong Bone-like quality to them that makes me nervous. Over on this side, we've got puncture, stamina, damage 2. Okay, that's going to cost too much stamina. Let's do a stab over here to save her from getting murdered. That will then free her, hopefully. Ow, don't do that. He's now out of breath from the stamina drain of having got caught lacking when it was cracking. Let's go ahead and fire an arrow over here. Good stuff. 9 damage crit. We're getting awfully lucky with crits right now. I'm sort of wondering if the game is equalizing because it sees I'm playing terribly at the... It's throwing me a little tactical bone being like, okay, buddy, we can tell that you suck. Here you go. Here's a bunch of free crits to bail you out of hot water. Well, we killed off our wolves. That gave us some wolf claws. That gave us some pelts. And it gave us a drumstick. Where exactly is the drumstick located on a dog? My bulldog is sitting across the room right now with his eyebrow raised, staring at me like, what an odd question to ask while I'm sleeping near you. Don't worry about it, buddy. Just go back to sleep. I'm not gonna steal your drumstick while you're out cold. There's a picture of my dog right there so that you know what he looks like. Doesn't he look muscular? He looks muscular. I'm willing to bet because he's that buff and he does nothing all day, every day. All he does is sleep. He is unconscious 21 hours a day. I bet he's incredibly well marbled. He's probably like Kobe dog, dude. But dogs are not for eating. It's okay, buddy. Go back to sleep and take a nap. Nothing bad's going to happen to you. Do I have to click on this stuff or anything? I think it just automatically goes into my inventory. We've got some wood over here. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Cool. The game world does not look super incredible without shading and everything enabled. I looked at the options, but there are no graphical options inside the game right now that we can fool around with. So I'm willing to bet that those are just not in the game yet either, and it's running in almost a safe mode, I suppose. Let's see what a level up entails on all of these characters so they can be promoted. We can pick their equipment, though. Short bow, longbow, crossbow. Probably longbow would be my go. Wait, the short bow does better, so it weakens enemies, delays attack, pin down enemies from great distances and hits multiple targets, delivers large amounts of damage and pierces armor. I like the idea of pinning, so let's make her into a ranger. What is that right there? It's just her specialty? Okay, so she is now a ranger. She has joined Aragorn in that profession. This guy right here, we are promoting to a spearman. He can use a halberd, so against enemies with armor, he does bonus damage. We've got spear and buckler. He can push them around and strike in a cone. Or we can go with pike, which is going to immobilize and strike multiple enemies in a line. I'll probably go with halberds because halberds are just badass as hell. I love everything about halberds, bill hooks, all those sorts of weapons. They are the ones that I pick first and foremost in a medieval RPG for my character. If I can't have that, I just go with a default spear, a pike, or whatever else. But halberds, dude, I don't know, man. Halberds have serious, like, masculine energy to them. I don't know what causes it, but like a man with a halberd and a big mustache, Hell yeah, that's how you get down. She's promoting to a paladin, which is kind of interesting. So she can go with a mace and a shield. So she's got vulnerability and delays. We've got large damage to unarmored enemies and can divert attacks. Or we've got a hatchet, which breaks the enemy's defense. Let's go with... I think I'm going to go with longsword for a paladin. Yeah, that sounds good. Normally I go with warhammers and stuff and maces, but I'll mix it up a little bit differently this time. What's this farm right here? We can trade at the farm. I think you can sprint by holding shift. Oh, this basically is War Tales. All right, fair enough. I mean, the opening sequence right there with that little jetty of land looks a lot like the opening to War Tales as well. And the positioning of the town right as you get on in, same thing. Let's go to Kragen's Hold. How do I go into the city? So there's different buildings that I can click on. It says to take a contract in the tavern. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So what kind of contracts do we have around? We can hunt down bandits in the area of Kragen's Hold. We can hunt down beasts. I think beasts are probably more of our speed right now. So I will accept the contract to kill off some beasties. Do we know where said beasties are at? It says they're out in the forest. We've got a yellow arrow. Maybe I'll follow that and see what happens. Let's follow the yellow arrow. I'm also going to fire off a quick save real quick. Just so I can say that I did 4 wolflings this time around. Well, we do have a more specialized class, so we've got more HP and we're more specialized in combat. So hopefully this goes a little bit better. I do have a tad more familiarity with my characters and their abilities now too, which hopefully will allow me to set things up a bit more proficiently. So that wolf's gonna run up on my spearman straight off the rip. Our archer is over here. I think I'm going to have to push back, so we've got a pinning shot right there. Does pinning negate their ability? Well, I was hoping that pinning would negate attacks of opportunity, but I don't actually think that it does. So we get conditional on that one. Okay, well, let's bail him out a little bit. We'll fire an arrow over that way, and hopefully it gets the enemy whittled down ever so slightly. I'm going to reposition her back over here because I bet these wolves are going to collapse around the side of this flank, and she's got that cone-shaped shot that'll potentially hit all of them, and I do think we are going to have to levy that kind of advantage against the enemy. So classes can provide a reaction that triggers under certain circumstances. Your reaction is covering fire. At the end of its turn, it sets up a perimeter and attacks the first enemy that moves inside of it. Oh, hell yeah, do that. That sounds good. That sounds like the kind of thing that's going to be very, very helpful. We've got Stabbing Strike. Looking at it, I think one of these attacks will actually let us win. So we've got Armor Piercer. You get bonus damage against somebody who's got armor. They don't have armor. This is going to be 12 damage right here. I wish that it was more damage, but alas, 'tis not. He's still pinned down, so I'm not going to be able to move him. We'll go ahead and put his Overwatch right there. Ow, dick! Get shot with an arrow. Yeah! Eat that thing straight to the throat. Oh, he can get up on top of the rock? I hate that. I did not realize that the rock was traversable. He does get a spear wall right there, though, which is good. We haven't played with the paladin just yet. What does she have? So she's got a longsword attack, she's got a dazing strike, and she's got a diverting attack. You know what? Let's just keep it simple, stupid. We're going to move over here. Well, maybe I shouldn't have did that, but we're going to stab that wolf right there. That wolf has now been stabinated, and then we'll set up over on this side in the hopes that... Oh, there's a 4th one. Well, damn. Okay. I am learning many lessons the hard way right now. Let's go for the fan shot right there. Get both of them. But that is a delayed action right there. Ooh, she gets a counterattack. Cool. All right, I gotta keep all this stuff in mind. Let's go with a halberd attack on anything you can possibly kill. Yeah, just get all these guys out from underneath your booty cheeks right now, and then maybe move back over here. He's still gonna move, but I do get to set up like a little fan attack right there. Covering fire is good. He did not move to the area that I was hoping he would move into, but he still caught the spread shot, which is nice. You are still up and rocking, so let's just put a little bit of hurting on them and then fall back behind him to bait the wolf into that little area. Perfect. and that's going to be the fight. I do like how every class has a baked-in reactivity thing that they can do at the end of their turn. It forces you to kind of think about not only where you start out the fight, but also where you end your turn inside some of these fights. I find that to be engaging. I like that quite a bit. So we've got some food and stuff. Let's go back to town. We'll pick up our paycheck. Oh, our paycheck is instantly given to us. All right, well, I gotta assemble my banner at some point. Do I, like, get control of the city or something when I assemble my banner? Is that what happens here? Let's raise the banner. Hoist it high, boys. All right, so now I get to create my banner. Ooh, it's got a bird. That's my favorite. We're gonna go, like, bisected, although I do kind of like the stripe right there. Do I not get to change the color of my emblem? I don't think I get to change the color of my emblem. I was going to go black on the emblem, and then I had plans. It was going to be gold on the outside and white down the center. I mean, I suppose that kind of works. All right. I'll name my company Raven's Cry. There we go. Perfect stuff. It looks like now that we have a company, there's different stuff that we can level up. This is very similar to, honestly, I'm thinking they're just trying to make War Tales just with more stuff inside of it, or maybe like a heftier narrative or whatnot. So far, it's following the blueprint for War Tales very, very closely in the way that it's unfolding in the early game. But I do like some of the things we're playing around in combat with and whatnot. I can disguise my heraldry. Oh, so we can change our banner around to disguise ourselves or frame rival houses for the stuff we get up to while under that banner. That's interesting. These are the differences that I'm looking for, because I'm perfectly fine with having War Tales but different, but I want to see the different. I'm guessing this menu's probably going to get redone by the finalized version as well, so that you, like, click on this, and then there's, like, a picture that represents warfare of your party, and there's, like, a tree down below it or something else like that. All of this stuff, since the game's, like, in development at this moment right now, is kind of up in the air, but I wouldn't leave it like this. I would make these clickable, almost like a stone, you know, that goes when you click on it and goes in, and then you get the artwork. Maybe it's like slightly moving in the background, and you've got like a little tree down there where when you pick out an ability, it's like whoop, 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 and it fills up the track with gold, and when it gets there, it goes ting and like shoots sparks everywhere. Stuff like that matters for the overall, I call it game feel. That's what, you know, like mouth feel when it comes to food? I call it game feel. Things that make the game feel more tactile. They make the game feel heavier. They make it feel like you're interacting with stuff, moving gears, you know what I mean? I like those kinds of little things. All right, well, we can listen for rumors over here. Let's go listen for rumors, since that's what it wants me to do anyways. You know the old hunter out in the forest cabin? He won't shut up about his work. Says he can work leather finer than any tanner alive as long as you bring him 5 good wolf pelts. Okay. I don't think I have 5 wolf pelts right now. I would have to look at my inventory. I think I have 4 at the moment, so I'm going to need 1 more wolf pelt. When it comes to the blacksmith, is there like a market or something around here? I would like to trade. Let's go look and see what they have at the market real fast, because I would like people to have a bit more armor than they currently possess. This right here, equipable by all units in the party, but they are missing a level requirement, unfortunately, in order to get it. Okay. I'll sell off my wolf tail, and I'll probably sell off all 3 of those to get a little bit more cheddar on hand. Wooden club can go, pitchfork can go, bow can go, because we've graduated out of those and they don't matter anymore. These all have requirements, though, so we're going to have to figure that out. We could get a shovel just in case we find a dig spot, but I may buy a little bit of food, because I don't know how fast food's going to go down as we get further into the game. Can I recruit people here? We got a 4th guy that we can add to our party, and I'm cool with adding a 4th guy. Who do we have over here? We've got 1 per banner rank. All right. To my eye, it looks like Groinbreaker, that's a hell of a name. That's a familial name. That's been passed down through the generations. Is it a profession? I don't know. In this time period, if your last name was Miller, that was your job. So this chick's out here breaking dicks like it's a job. Just bow! Just catching people with that hard knee, smacking them right in the dong piece with a mace. We'll take her, I suppose, so that we add another spear person that we can have along the flanks. How do I heal people? I have questions about healing. It looks like we can rest in the tavern, and food here looks like it functions pretty much the same way that you would expect with a game like War Tales. We've actually got to tell people what they're going to eat, and we've got to fulfill the overall criteria for sleeping. Let's go ahead and eat and rest, and then we'll take another job, and we'll see how it goes. There's no quests available at the moment, so I think we've just got to, like, wander the world. We've got to learn a new interaction. I need to go out and find something to fight is what I need to do. We need some money coming on in. So let's head off down the road. I believe that I saw wolves over on this side that maybe we could chunk out. Hey, there's iron ore over here. Yeah, I'll pick that up. Give that to me right now. I don't know what crafting is going to look like in this game, but I would like to find out. At the lumber mill, it looks like we can trade for wood, possibly. Oh, dude, the city just leveled up! Are they playing like a grand strategy game? Oh, interesting. So that's what's different. I don't think I ever saw anything like that happen in War Tales. They just upgraded their city. Like, they have a wall and way more houses and stuff now. It just went ploof right in front of me while I was going around looking for wolves and stuff. Okay, all right. I see what you're messing around with. It does look like there's a camp or something over here, a bandit hideout. They're training more guards. Are there wandering bandits over here anywhere? Oh, there are. They're level 4, though. Okay, we don't want that smoke. We're only level 2. There's gems sitting over here, though. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit to pick up some gemstones. Be they rubies? Emeralds? What could they be? Amethystuses? It actually does look like they're amethyst. They're the right color to be amethyst. Ooh, I see wolves. Let's go get them. Let's go get these fools. I'm going to save, though, before we do it because I'm not confident in my abilities, and there's 5 of them. So, like, hopefully we get enough hides and stuff that we can actually make some cash while there's no quests inside the tavern. How did our initiative roll go? Was our initiative good? Our initiative was indeed good. 41 HP on that big bad boy. I am getting an occasional black flash while I'm going through here. I don't know if it's going to come through on the video, but I have noticed it. That is happening on my screen as well. I don't know if it's just like the graphics driver is losing track of the game or what's happening there. But let's start out with like a pinning shot on him. I would like him to stay exactly where he's at right now. And then we're going to fall back into line over here. And I'll do my best to keep him pinning shotted this entire time. Which one of those, so which one of you guys are going to move? Let's do that. So he's pinned. That one moved inside my radius, so it's going to catch a hot one. Yup. We do have an attack out right here, which is somewhat unfortunate. But we can do a lot of damage right there. So I'll set that up. We'll pass his turn, and we'll set up just kind of a wide intercept right there for anything else that comes down the pipe. You move over here, and we're going to slash that one up. That one's now dead. Get in behind my man, and then we'll wait. Actually, step in over here to try to bait the counter-strike. Oh, no, it made it out! That's not good. Okay, I can live with what's happening right now. I don't know how hard this attack's about to hit, 6 to 8, or is that me? What's his attack gonna do? It's gash, and apparently it causes a stacking debuff that deals more and more and more and more damage. Unfortunate. I am not endeared to this situation. What else do you have? Weakening shot? Yeah, let's weakening shot that guy, although it is very expensive on our stamina, but lowering the damage that he can put out feels like a good play. Wait, do I have 2 archers? I thought I had 2 spearmen. Intradasting. All right, we'll throw that over there because I don't think they're going anywhere. His attack went out. It didn't hurt as badly as it might have. We did get the counter-strike right there as well, so that's good. His armor's now officially broke. I don't know why the camera just did what it did. I thought maybe there was more enemies joining the fray. That would be super bad. Let's go for... You know what? You just square up with Big Wolf Mama over here. That's your play. I don't think anything's going to move, but we can spear wall. We got a kill right there, which is great. I'll take it. That should line her up. Let's go with a dazing strike on that one. So he's now stunned and he's out of breath, so that's good. I could do block, but then she'll be out of breath, so I'm going to let her chill for a second. He's got a delayed action going out. So with your stamina, let's work on the big wolf since it's got that stacking damage thing that it's doing right now. That concerns me, and I would rather not deal with that. Okay, her armor is now officially broken, but counterattack is getting us a little bit more damage right there. He's bleeding like a stuck pig, but finish off your target. He's being targeted, so I can't move him around, really. Set up right there. For you, kill... Divert that one real fast, because you get bonus damage for killing anything that's committed to an attack, and I can live with that. We'll go covering fire right there, but you're kind of out of position, so... Finish that one off, since it acts next. Perfecto. Bypass that turn. And then for you, swing away. You got all your energy back. Go ahead and brace for an attack. Oh, he swapped targets. I knew he was going to, too, because that ability we put on her makes her negate the next attack. It would have been nice, but a lot of things would be nice. Ice cream would be nice right about now. Back rub, that would also be great. Back scratch, I would take that as well. That would actually be phenomenal at this moment. And so, what are you going to do? Good news is she just hit level 2, which means she now has the ability to lay down covering fire as well, which means we have 2 lanes of fire when we fight enemies, which I have no doubt will be very helpful. Let's move down here. And where did it say this guy in the woods was at? Let's go listen for rumors real quick. We got a little bit of energy left for the day. I swear it on my last mug, I saw the farmer creeping about come the hour of the owl 2 nights running. Ain't a man who skulks after dark unless he's got sin on his boots. Okay. I think that might be the cabin right there where we can do the interaction for the wolf pelts. But let's go to the market first. And inside the market, we'll do our best to make some money here because I am super pobre. Like, I need the 120 for the gems. Hell yeah, I'll take that straight off the rip. Let's get it. I've got the hides. I've got a little bit of food. Unfortunately, buying more food is very expensive. I will spend a little bit of cash buying food. Oh, look at that. We leveled up our trade by doing this. I could get some better armor for people too, but we're about to get leather armor from the hunter, I think. We're almost out of energy, so we should probably sleep for the moment. Are there any contracts? Hunt down bandits for $12.50. We don't have like a level synopsis for that, but I will take it, and hopefully we don't get stomped out too hard. But for now, we need to rest, and we'll go like so. We'll get some HP back. We'll also get our energy bar filled back up, and let's go see the hunter over here and see if we can get some freebie armor. But first, a level up. We've got punishing shot, so it does a bunch more damage to an enemy that you're disrupting. Okay. Pushes an enemy or object 3 tiles. That would also be really helpful. Set fire. I'm going to go with the knockback because if that cancels an attack, that's going to be huge as an acquisition for us. Over here, let's see what he's got going on. Come to see the best tanner this side of the kingdom, have you? Word travels fast when you're this good with a needle. I told the locals, bring me 5 wolf pelts and I'll teach you a thing or two. You got him, or you just here to let the cold in? I got him. He reaches for his tools. Good, watch closely. This is how you work leather without ruining the grain. Ooh, I can get free leather vests if I can get wolf tails. I sold all of mine because I was being premature in my decision-making process, but that would be really, really good. Okay, so we've got a crafter in this area that we found. Bandits are over this way. Oh, she gets a point, too. Like, she can actually level stuff up. Okay. Let's go for speed, because she's an archer. That feels like a strong move to keep her high up in the initiative track so that we can set up Overwatch shots easier. And I'll probably do something similar for her. I went longbow on the last guy, so let's go crossbow on you. Just so we've got a little bit of diversification. No points to spend, though, so let's go see to these bandits real fast. Where is it, that group that was over here? Oh, it totally is. There's 5 of them. They look a lot tougher than me. This makes me feel nervous. I don't think we can handle them. Like 5 guys at level 4 or 4 guys at level 4 and like 1 guy at level 3 sounds precarious. I'm going to go pick up wood and we're going to try to do some crafting over here at the Hunter to make money, I think. So it looks like there's evil fog on the map at night. If you go into the evil fog, bad things can happen to you. It's similar to War Tales with like all the mobs getting converted into undead or ghosts when you go into a forest. But it says that the powerful gear drops inside that area. So that might be something to keep our eye on for later on down the line. There's a wolf den over here. How bad is it? Oh, it's coming soon. We can't interact with it yet. Well, we got gems on this side. That'd work. Let's go grab some gems. I need money. Yeah, give me the gems. What is that, a dig spot right there? It's got to be. I didn't buy the shovel. I'll keep it in mind for later. I did find another pack of wolves down here. There's like 2 of them, though. And I don't know if they're all going to blend together to fight us. I'd prefer to pull only one. But I may be dreaming. Alright, so after wiggling around, I think I've got them pulled. Like this small group right here. But there are quite a few of them. But we also have new upgrades and things that we can do. I don't know what the Arbalestier does versus what the Archer does. Oh, we fighting into woods right now. Okay, so first wolf is going to move on up. Understandable. Let's go with... It doesn't really do any damage, and it is kind of expensive when it comes to the stamina cost, but let's push him back. Yeah, I mean, if it saves us a little bit of trouble, we're still getting our Overwatch shot right there. Okay, so for you, let's go with a stabbing strike on him. Actually, we'll save that for later. We'll save our energy. Although he might actually be able to move right now. Yeah, he didn't get targeted by anything. So let's go stabbing strike on them. Yeah, just spread that shit around and get bleeds on everybody. And then fall back to protect the Archer. Perfect. We'll just like dance in and dance out. And if anybody tries to go after the Archer, we'll get him with the Kig. And with you right here, this guy has kind of rocked up on us brazenly. And doesn't really seem to care. Let's go ahead and gas him out so that he's no longer a threat. And then we'll put up some blockage on her, too. Okay, so the attacks are officially out now. Let's get to the front lines on this side because I've got a plan. We're going to go piercing shot right here to just deal a whole mess of damage to them. And then we'll fall back. What does that do right there? Quick shot? It costs 5. I mean, she can still do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, that's perfectly fine by me. We've got 1 wolf down, and I think we just got a woofy tail, which means I can make some armor. That makes me happy. We'll go covering fire right there, since we don't know what these guys are going to do. Covering fire shot. Got him. Bleeds are consequential as well. I'm kind of surprised how hard bleeds hit. That's okay. She negated that attack. She gets a counter. And if I can do what I want to do down here. So move around over to there. Get him with the fan shot right there. I don't know if that was on my guy. It might be on my guy. We might have to learn this the hard way. Oh, okay. It's starting to hurt so much. There are many things that hurt, and they are all on my body. I mean, 2 out of 3. Not bad. 3 out of 4? Yeah, okay. Hey, another wolf fight taken care of. We got a bunch of level ups across the board. We got a bunch of wolf tails, too. So let's take those back to the Hunter, shall we? We got to get back to town before we get tired, though. I was probably just sprinting too much, but we'll sell off some of the things we have over here for a little infusion of cash. I got a lot of wolf pelts. Also got the crude bow, I suppose. He'll give me 9 gold per wood, but we might need it for something else later on down the line, so I'm going to hoard it a little bit. Do we have enough to unlock anything over here? Doesn't look like it so far. All right, well, let's just carry it back to town then. We desperately need to rest, but I'm going to level up my guys first, too. So we've got Spear Throw over here. Attacks enemies in a line. That would be helpful. I don't know if I want to taunt the enemies. A Crescent Push. Damages and pushes all enemies in a cone. That seems like it'll have tactical applications. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's give you... So Vitality's probably like HP, right? Yeah, 5 more HP. I'll give him some Vitality. And then on this side with the Paladin, we've got Bolster. They get temporary armor. Sacred Vow. The ally receives 20% bonus damage. Okay. Advance an ally on the timeline. Yeah, let's go with that because I could set up that AoE shot and then inspire the person to move faster. That feels like a good play. Let's get you all nice and enduranced out for more damage. I just noticed speed and initiative are distinct from each other inside the stats. Let's go ahead and rest. Either way, I'm going to be wasting food here, so, like, whatever. Ooh, bandits are fighting with... the map is active. It looks like bandits are fighting with the guards right now. Guards whooped them. They also built these gatehouses that shout out little emotive lines and whatnot whenever we come by and being like, strangers on the horizon. So I'm going to make a level 2 armor right here. Okay. And then it looks like you can actually upgrade the armor level of it as well. Let's throw these on our units and kind of see how they go. So our Paladin, we want her to have the good thing. Like, we want her to have the really good armor since she's in the front lines pretty frequently. Not the best upgrade, but a upgrade. For our Spearman, he's not usually in the front, so we'll give him one right there. It does look like it boosts up your initiative, though, which is nice. That'll be helpful. And it looks like we all look different now, like it actually changes the graphic around. Good. I was hoping that would be the case. I'm going to be honest with you, we need more wolves so that we can finish off like an entire suit of armor for our group. There's a patrol over there. What are these guys doing? Oh, there's 2 of them. I mean, there's 3 of them. They're level 5, but we have a numerical advantage. Maybe we can make that happen. I mean, what's wrong with it? I quick saved. Let's go. There are wicked lands ahead. We charge a scouting fee to ensure you don't wander into any accidents. You pay us the crowns, and the only danger you'll face today is the sun in your eyes. I don't care about that. Let's fight! Alright, so Great Swordsman's up first. He is pretty stout. Like, he's got a number of HPs and armors and things of that nature. I have Armor Piercer, though. We could try that out. Yeah, let's go Armor Piercer over here. Good. 20 damage out. I'll take it. If anybody else tries to rock up on her, watch her flank right there. You are going to go... Let's try Diverting Strike. Yeah, it lets me move his attack. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that's definitely tactical. You can force him to, like, accidentally stab one of his buddies or something, too. I like that. You just wait it out for right now. Let your energy regenerate. It looks like he's throwing something, which I'm not hugely in love with. Let's move out of the AoE. We will Piercing Shot. Well, I don't know if I want to Piercing Shot him. Let's go with a normal crossbow attack over here because she's strong versus armor. We'll get him with a quick shot. Oh, you put it into the wall! Weak. All right, we'll fall back over here, and then we're going to set up our Overwatch right there because I think I know what he's going to do. Yep, that's about what I figured he's going to do. 50-50 for the knockback arrow. We succeeded, so I'll take it. Oh, they collide and delay each other. Oh, we got a little bouncy ball action going on, too. Okay, pull back over to here, and then just Overwatch them to make sure they don't get up to no shenanigans. Ow, you lit me on fire, you dick. All right, let's go with a... I feel like I kind of need somebody over here. Nah, let's just maintain focus. I feel like I need somebody to block these two from getting to them. Is sort of what I'm in the mood for right now. I'm going to do it because I think she can hold her own against that guy. We'll go halberd attack on, like, you. We're going to step back to right there, and then we're going to lay that Overwatch right there. We can't divert this guy's attack again, so that's flatly out. He has 8 stamina, though. We can gas him out. There we go. Cancel that attack with the gas out. Perfect. Maybe move into line with him right here. Okay. 10 didn't really get me to where I wanted to go, but it got me going somewhere. We've got a piercing shot that we can do. She's only got a 30% chance to hit from right there. Let's go with a close range crossbow shot just to get his health moving. We'll move back over to this side. And keep it like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then for you right here, we could go spread shot and get both of them. But he's going to do something before we get there. We do need to multiply our damage, though. So go spread shot right there. And then lay down an AoE. Possibly on him. Give him something to think about. Ow. I don't know what he just did, but it hurt, and it did not feel good. You step forward to there. I believe that it might be time to put that guy on notice and just let him know that his villainy has not been ignored. You set up right there. Good stuff. Depleted him a little bit. Oh, that hurt so much. So fire at him. Maybe we get lucky. We did not get lucky, unfortunately. Covering fire, not that helpful where you're at right now. He's doing something. I don't have any shoves or anything I could play right now, so just kill off one of their swordsmen to exacerbate the advantage on numbers we currently have. You get around behind him. I don't know if we get a flanking bonus or anything, but give it the old college try. He's going to throw something at him. I got a feeling this guy's going to die. That's really what I feel like is going to happen. Move him up in the turn order. There we go. You may have just saved a life. He does not have an attack of opportunity coming, but this guy hits so hard that I need to do something about him. I didn't realize the arsonist was going to be as large of a threat as he currently is. Just get right... Oh, he follows you? Oh, that's not great. I should have used the knockback attack. Oh, he missed! Love it. We got lucky with the dice rolls there. Just focus on his health as much as you can. Don't let him move either. Oof. Keep damage going out on him. We got to maintain some kind of pressing advantage here. Perfect. You finish him off. Move over to here. But you gassed out, unfortunately. That cost 4. Yeah. We're going to have to do what we do. Finish him off. It looks like they're dropping actual honest-to-God gear, though, so that's good. We may actually get some upgrades out of this. Get him. Yeah! I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. We have defeated our bandits, and now we have a big paycheck coming on in. I think it is quite a bit more tactical and punishing than War Tales is, to be honest. I'm also very interested in, like, the city growth thing they have going on. Did anybody level from that? Nope, we got scuffed up real bad. They drop gear that we can't even, like, look at right now. All right. Well, we got our paycheck, though. That means we won't starve. That should be enough money to last us a little while I go out and hunt more wolves. But closing thoughts, I think the big hill that this game's going to have to get over is just the accusation of we have War Tales at home. Because as it stands right now in the playtest, it's War Tales, but it doesn't have that ultra silky graphical coding that Shiro has. Doesn't really have the theming or any of that just yet because we don't get to see what the finalized art assets are going to look like. It's using a whole lot of little icons and things for the UI that I've seen in probably like a dozen other games that you just buy real fast off of itch.io. Or like an asset shop. We've got the AI portraits and everything else. We've got to kind of see, once all the finalized assets are in here, what kind of theming and what kind of art style it's ultimately going to be going for. There are bright spots here. So the game is staying remarkably close to what War Tales is. Like, a lot of the mechanics are very, very similar, but there are things that are a little bit different. For example, this game uses an initiative-style system, which War Tales did not. War Tales had a chess-style system where you go, then I go, and you can activate any piece on the board. As long as it's your turn to go, anything can move. This game is using initiative, which means that speed and moving fast and acting first are going to be quite a bit more important for setting the strategy. And given the fact that there's so many different little reactive things out there, it incentivizes you pretty heavily to be the player that goes first. But what caught my eye is, A, we can hide our banner. That's interesting, but we didn't get to see that mechanic. So we have a banner, and we can disguise it as some other faction's banner, which seems to imply that there's going to be Mountain Blade-style wars happening on the map between these different little city-states, and you can act as a saboteur in that war by disguising yourself and going in. Like, that's what I'm extrapolating to. That's what I'm guessing that that's going to be for. That's interesting, and that in combination with the fact that our city leveled up while we were walking around outside of it and became bigger and built new buildings has me sort of interested in what the tactical game map layer is going to look like in this game, because War Tales was very static. It was a game where you picked a side in a number of different conflicts and then you won based on the actions that you took throughout the province. It would build up the strength of one side, and it kind of did that over and over and over again with other little investigations and stuff like that. But from what I recall playing War Tales for 30 or 40 hours, I don't remember being able to like attack or conquer cities or anything else like that. Those were all just background atmosphere for the narrative that they were trying to tell. It seems to me like maybe there's going to be some strategy layer on this that's going to be something like Bannerlord. We don't know just yet, but why would the cities be leveling up and getting larger? Why would you be able to disguise your flag as the flag of another faction unless there's going to be some kind of war fighting happening in between these states? And I'll have to see that before I can make a call. For right now, there's a lot of work to be done just getting the game distinct on an audio, visual, and UI level from War Tales. There's a lot of icons and things that need to be swapped out. We'll have to wait and see on this one. I'm not sure just yet. My name is Splat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, it was Tattered Banners. Tomorrow to be something else. Bye, folks.